working. Another piece of information is my son joined Stanford University last fall, and I am seeing how Stanford teaches today. The professors' lectures are videotaped and made available in YouTube. The professor is available on Facebook. All the course material is available online. For your tutorials and sessionals, you can log into, or you have to pay and log into another system called Gradients. What you do in Gradients is, suppose they have prescribed a textbook for you. All the tutorials from the textbook are available to you, like how you write a GRE or a TOEFL. So once you complete the tutorial from there, you have completed that, you will get credits for that in your course, and so on. So there is a lot of freedom, choice, and infrastructure facility available to students to work and learn at their own pace within a specific time. So if you have to complete your course and get your credits, so that's how they are leveraging technology to make things available to you. Imagine that you go to your village and you are unable to come back. You cannot leave your studies. So you can always, if you have a Wi-Fi connection, all you need is power and Wi-Fi connection, broadband connection. That's it. You can continue studying there. So technology today is changing the way education will be delivered like nobody's business. So this is something that I have learned, that if we are focused on technologies which can make things easier all the time, then you have a lot of scope to innovate. And that is how I have been stuck with TCS for 21 years, because I found that I had no time to think of leaving TCS. I was always doing something new and interesting, and if I'm interested in learning every time, there is no need for you to think of why do you want to go outside. Well, I don't know how to comment about that either. But I think it is important to have a very interesting occupation in your life, and something which keeps you all the time energized to keep working on new things. So far, I have been very, very interested and very active. I don't know about the future, but I can tell you that for so far, I have been extremely happy with the kind of things that I have learned and the places from where I learned. Now, before I close, I want to give you a shocker. I am an IEEE member. I am Vice Chairman of IEEE. I work in software. I work in RFID. But my basic qualification is that I am a mechanical engineer. Thank you. Ball by ball, over by over, throughout the globe, making things available to you. That's the speed at which technology is moving today. And the kind of tools that are available to you are also constantly evolving. So I want to take you to the next generation of email. Email has been there for 40 years. So what is it that Google is trying to do with email? And we will see a very small part of that video, which is about 1.5 hours video. I request you to see that video in YouTube at your leisure. But I want to take a glimpse of just 5 minutes out of that video, so that we can start the dialogue on what are we going to do with that.
With ours, so users have choice in their provider.
And we try to examine what is the message. The message is that let's assume that all of us are working for an organization. Let's say that in a group of 3, we are doing projects. So we have about 600 people. We have about 200 projects going. Every day, as we speak, if there are 600 people in this room and we waste 1 minute, we have wasted 600 minutes, right? So as the organization becomes bigger and bigger, the entire work done by the organization has to be made available as organizational memory to the next batch, right? So if I have worked in TCS for 21 years, I may be having record of what I have done, but TCS may not have the record. So if there is a person who is coming behind me, how will he or she learn what I have learned? So that the strategy is that the organizations must continuously learn and make available that learning to the next generation. So let's say that you get out of Periyar Maniammai College and then you are going for a job. Today what employers do, they have something like a 30-minute onboarding, which means that they will take your mugshot, they will create your user ID, or they will create your user ID password, they will create an RFID tag for you, identity card, and then you are part of the organization. Now suppose you are sacked. If I am the boss and I sack you now, I can withdraw that all the privileges in a second by deactivating your ID. That's it. So organizations today are moving very fast. They want to have all this work going on through data, through information, and they want all this to be used for the organization's benefit. So what is going against that? It's the email. If you give me an email ID, if I am interacting with a client and the client sends me all the requirements for a project in the form of a PDF document, it is lying in my inbox till I decide to share it with others. So instead what the organization wants to do is to get that information published and available in a common site, something like a content management site. That is what this gentleman is talking about. What he says is, I would like a central repository and I would like access to the central repository governed by the access, privileges and rights of each user and continuously built for posterity. So if I say that there is a client who has come to me for hosting a payroll solution for, let's say, Procter & Gamble, for all their global offices, and I have got a payroll solution available, hosted solution. He would like it to be switched over as quickly as possible. So all I need to do is to configure that solution for him and start printing the pay slips at the end of the month, for which I get paid. If I want to move so fast, I want the team which is allocated to do this job to have access to the best experience of TCS on similar projects in the past 40 years. So let's say that you are the fresh team of students who have joined TCS, and I am allocating you to do this payroll project for Procter & Gamble. So you will say, my God, I have never written a payroll system. Okay? I don't even know the language. And you are putting me in charge of this project, facing the client directly. So if the client is raising a ticket against you, it's like your performance appraisal. You will say that, I am not prepared, I am not ready, how can you expose me to this kind of risk? So what I do is, I will say, no, you are not exposed to any risk. Here is the organizational knowledge of payroll. We have been doing payroll for 40 years for practically all types of customers. The packages have evolved over with technology. Today, the latest offering is this. These are the steps that you do. You will take about